I'm Lay with LayShydell.com. I have a training for you today of some free software. This software is really handy if you do any type of training where you do presentations on your screen, because it's going to allow you to change your cursor so that it's more visible. I'm going to take you over to my screen and I'm going to show you this software. This software is called Real World Cursor Editor. And this is, if you'll type that in your browser, it will bring this up. You'll be looking for the one that I believe says free download. I'm not sure what else it says with it. It was like the third item down when I entered this in Google. Once you arrive here, click on the download here, or download now, that is located about the center of the screen. When you click on that, down at the bottom left-hand corner of your monitor will be displayed the download. When it completes, click on that and the little up arrow that's on the right-hand side of that and say open. When you open it, you'll go ahead and install the software itself. Once you've done that, I'm going out to my desktop. Okay, from my desktop, we'll look for, I'm going to move this back here a second. This is the icon for Real World Cursor Editor, and you'll just double click that to start the application. Once you've done that, to create this, and this is what I'm talking about, if you'll see the yellow bubble that's on my arrow, my cursor arrow, which makes it much more visible for training purposes. Okay, to utilize this software, we're going to click on Create, this first icon here. And then we're going to double click New Mouse Cursor. Now, the icons here are really small, so I'm going to kind of describe as I go. On this last line of icons, I'm sorry, the second to last line of icons, the ones right below the text menu. Almost to the last section of the far right is an arrow indicator, a mouse arrow. If you'll click on that, okay, that didn't give me what I expected. Try that again. I was supposed to get an arrow and I didn't get that. One moment here. Okay, something's wrong, so I have to see what I have done here. Okay, I'm on transformation, which is where it should be, but I've lost the icons here. Let me just close this and try to start it again and see if I make some progress there, because that's a problem. I'm not seeing what I'm supposed to see here. Okay, I'll try again. Click on Create. Double click on Mouse. Go to that line under of icons under the Word menu. Click on the Make Arrow Shape. Okay, that's what I expected. When this window opens, you have some options. You can see the little tiny arrow in the center. This slide rule allows you to make the head smaller, and you can see it gets larger if I click on it and slide. It's not behaving properly. Here we go. Okay, you can see the size change. See how the head's getting larger until the tail's almost gone? And then I make it smaller back down. So I can adjust the size, and then this is the tail portion. So according to the size that's in there, I could give it a really short tail and a larger head, but you only have a certain amount of space to work with. Once you've done that, you want your fill color to be white, and mine is. And this one will be gray initially. You'll want to click the down arrow and make this one white also. If you want the outline of the arrow to be bigger, you can adjust that with this slide rule here. I'm going to leave mine set where it is. Once you have the settings done, you're going to click OK. Now we have the arrow in the box that we're going to work with. What we're doing is creating a new cursor to work with. So you're going to go to the line with the icons on the bottom. You're going to click that little down arrow. You're going to select Move. That's the second item down. When you click on that, you're going to come over the arrow. You're going to click and drag it to about the center of your page. And when you have it about centered, that's about as close as I'm going to get in pixels. Top and bottom look pretty relatively close there. Okay, so that's where I'm going to, sorry, let go. Okay, once you've done that, now we have it centered. Now we're going to add that ellipse that you saw. So we're going to go back to that same icon, the first one at the top with the arrow, click the arrow and select ellipse. No, I'm wrong. We're going to go over to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You'll see a down 6. You'll see what looks kind of like an ellipse and then a down arrow with it. You're going to want to click that down arrow. And then you're going to select ellipse. Okay, what we're going to try to do, we're going to, let's see, where's my ellipse? Okay, you're going to come to the far right and you're going to click on editing if it's not already selected. And for some reason I have a square selected. That wasn't right. Try again. Ellipse. Okay, that's the one I want. So then I want to make sure that circle, the first item under ellipse, is selected because I do want it to be a round circle. So I'll click on that. I can select any color here I want. I could have red, fuchsia, blue, lighter blue, green. And then this scroll bar over here determines how much opacity it has. It makes it partially transparent. I believe I have mine set in the neighborhood of 60-ish, somewhere in there. It lets you see through it partly so you can see what's underneath it. Okay, but I'm going to set this to yellow. Yellow is actually the easiest color to show up over other things. And if it overlays another color, it will just make it a different color. The last step, and it won't be marked the first time, you need to come up here and click on this third from the right icon that says, well, it doesn't say, it will say paint under. It will say under. Whoops. And that's the one that we want selected. Okay, so once you've selected that, and what we're going to do is we're going to come to the top left corner. What we're doing is drawing the circle. Click with the left mouse button and drag until you've come all the way around. Now, as you can see, I missed the top of it. So I'm just going to let go and I'm going to go back and I'm going to go Control Z, which will undo what my last step. And I'm going to start a little higher up in the corner. I don't know if you can see where I am. I'm just down from the corner a couple of pixel boxes. And then I'm going to try that again. And this time you can see I pretty well covered the area. Try to match it the same all the way around. Then let go. Once I've let go, now it actually has created this. If I'll go to the far left, let me move this out of the way. I'm seeing, one moment. I need to check my notes here. I need to make sure I clicked that, and I did. Okay, there it was. I just needed to make sure I clicked that. If you come to the test area, which is this little box over here, and your cursor is not showing up as it looks in this picture, only smaller, come back up to that icon line and click that icon again, the one that says paint under. Now, okay. Once you see paint under, click that one. Then come back down to this test area. Now you see how you see the yellow on my cursor. Okay, we're almost finished. We're just going to come up and click on the file at the top. We're going to say save. We're going to select our desktop. We're going to click at the name of the unnamed here that it says and highlight the N and give it an actual name. I'm going to call mine yellow and it says .cur for cursor. Click OK. It's telling me in this case it already exists. Do I want to overwrite it? Yes. And we're finished. We've created that. So once you've done that, you can close this software. And you're going to come over to Windows, Start button. You're going to, whoops, I didn't mean to do that. You're going to click in this type here to search. And you're going to start typing change how the mouse pointer looks. And when you do that, you'll see an item up here. Go ahead and click on that. And it will open up a box here. When it opens up this window, you're going to select pointer options. No, pointer. Pointer is the one that we want, the second tab over. You'll come to the bottom here where it says browse. We're going to click the browse button. You're going to click on desktop and you're going to look for yellow.cur file that we just created. You're going to double click on that and open it. You're going to click apply, then OK. Now it's ready to go, and you can see we have that cursor. Now, no matter where we go in Windows environment, this is how our cursor looks. The only time it changes is when you move over things that have an action to it, like a video to play. You'll see it went back to normal. Come back over the regular text, it goes back to the yellow. If I pass over a link or a typing area, it goes back to the type of cursor you expect to see. I hope you got some value from this training. I look forward to bringing you more in the future. Thanks a lot for spending your time with me. I know you could be anywhere you chose to be, so I appreciate your spending your time with me. You have a really great day. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.